get it to go where she wants it to. Got to have the spare here. You can't expect Denise to miss again and miss another opportunity. There it is.
That may be as good a ball as she's throwing in the match.
She's made a few spares on those misses, but that first ball is so key in this game. The first ball, if you throw a strike so far in the ladies' competition, over the 2 years, you will win or carry over a frame about 86% of the time. It's a big ball, that one. What a break. Denise must go for the spare now. She's punched in the 8th and now in the 9th. If she doesn't get this spare, Kim is going to win this frame. And is it ever getting tight again? After what looked like a runaway 5-0, it'll be back 5-4. That's what it's going to be. 5-4 for Denise Cardinal heading into the 10th frame. And Kim Chadwick, though, is severely back in pinfall, so it's going to be a tough.
Pin count in the 10th end determines the winner of the 10th end, 10th frame rather. And Denise Cardinal has the lead right now.
Now Denise, if she gets a spare and a 20 count, is going to advance by virtue of pinfall, even if Kim wins the last frame. So she needs a mark for sure. There it is.
There it is.
Now she needs at least a 20 count. Even if Kim beats her, Denise is going to advance in this match, because Kim, the best she can do if she strikes out is 204. And Denise has 200 right now with 2 balls to go. That's enough for 205. She will be our winner, even should Kim Chadwick beat what she bowls in this 10th frame, where the score is what determines the outcome.
Slipped a bit there, but this is a formality now, as we're going to have a new champion in ladies 5-pin in the Pins game.
We won't have a repeat winner again, and again the defending champ comes back, as did Terry Stewart last year, and loses the first match. Kim can finish with 3 strikes, pick up another $50, and finish with a 204 game, but it's going to fall a little short, about 6 pins should she get all 3 strikes. She's missed again. She's just one of those days when if you fell out of water or fell out of a boat, you'd have a hard time hitting water.
I guess you want to close the left eye here.
Yeah, exactly.
Just maybe that'll make a difference. Well, she finishes strong with a spare.
Now she needs to get better than 25 to win the $50 here, and this $50 is $50. It's only going to take a couple of seconds to throw this ball. Good chunk of money riding on it, so it's got to be on the middle. And only 20 points, so Denise will pick up the last frame as well, and she'll win this match. She wins the match 6 frames to 4. Got a good reach through, follows it right up, strokes the ball nicely out on the lane, and it just stays on track. Nice full hit, good pin carry, buries them all.
So Denise Cardinal from Sudbury, Ontario, is the winner of this match. Kim Chadwick, the defending champion, is eliminated. And there's the winner. She'll go on and play Traudi Hesp in the quarterfinals of the Pins game, the ladies 5-pin competition. A lot more still to come. Traudi Hesp moves over to go first. She's from Edmonton. We'll play Denise Cardinal from Sudbury. Frames worth $100 apiece now to the winner.
This is where the action heats up a little bit. Traudi came right across. That ball really moved right across the front of the pin. Looked like a good shot about 3/4 of the way down, but took a big break on her and punched the head pin.
Traudi Hesp off to a slow start in her first match against Debbie Ellison, but came on strong in the latter frames. And she left herself a tough shot here, the 3rd ball in the 1st frame.
Yeah, you don't like to see that on your 2nd ball. You'd like to at least take the 3-2, because now you know you're in tough. She's got 7 points down right now, needs these 3-2 on the right to at least get 12, and still not that tough to beat.
Denise Cardinal went out in her 1st round match and beat the defending champion, and really had a big lead in the first 5 frames. She won them all. Kim Chadwick fought her way back a little bit in the latter stages of that match, but this young lady from Sudbury is a pretty good player.
Now she needs a half here, and she'll win this frame outright. appearance known, and now she's got to take the 3-pin. If she takes it by itself, she'll win. If she takes 3-2, of course she will, but if she just takes the 2-pin on the right, it's going to be a carryover frame.
How much for that? Let's get $100 in the bank in a hurry.
Quick money. And a chance, if she should win 6 frames or 5.5 frames or better, to go on for even bigger money. Tough break again. It's a good ball. It's only off 3/4 of an inch. A little thicker, you might leave yourself a corner, at least something spareable. This is a really tough spare, not likely to be done. And again, only the singleton pin, so she's got to work on the 3-2 on the right to try to at least get 13 here, so that she can put a little pressure on Traudi to come up and bowl something. Way well.
So Denise Cardinal not happy with the way the second frame has developed, and now Traudi Hesp from Edmonton will try her luck.
This should be no problem at all. Only 8 points to beat. 1 ball should be enough to do it. And is. So she'll win the second frame on $100. They'll be tied up going into 3. Traudi will use this one for a little practice. Try to find the line and see if she can pick the corner on this one, so that if she ever does get in a situation that she needs to have it, she'll pick it. One more shot at it to finish off frame 2. And it'll keep the pinfall close also. We've seen how important that can be, that pinfall at the end of the game.
And Traudi Hesp gets the job done. Traudi Hesp and Denise Cardinal here in the quarterfinals. Each has won a frame. Each has $100 in the bank. Traudi Hesp with her first ball of frame number 3.
Oh, got a good break there. It kept coming across. It looks like the lanes are running up there a bit. And that ball, what looked like a head pin for a couple of seconds there, came right across and broke and left her only in the left corner. It's a good break for her. Needs to spare. This is where that practice on that last frame might come in handy.
Didn't get it.
Kind of pulled the ball across a little bit. She's not really reaching up as much as she was before. She's just a little short on the follow-through. Needs to stretch right out on this one now. That's all you got to do on this pin is hit the spot, follow through. You'll cover it every time.
Better showing there by Traudi Hesp. And now it will be Denise Cardinal from Sudbury. She's been bowling 17 years.
There we go. $100 shot.
Not much doubt about that one. Did that take about 3 seconds?
Yeah. Reaches right up through the ball, comes across, stays on the left side, and that right corner goes in, falls down. Similar looking shot. It's the same way.
It's on a roll. Boy, you get that first ball in there, and it really sets up the whole frame, doesn't it?
When you start getting those thick strikes, you get the good juices flowing, and you just drill it in there. You get fearless. Only one thing for Traudi to do now. He's got to have a strike.
Couldn't get it that time. So far, Denise Cardinal with 2 frames won and $200.
And she'll pick up the 4th by virtue of that strike,
which will give her $300. Each frame worth $100.
That was the best ball that Traudi's thrown so far. Had good stuff on it, tracked in nicely. She's got to get on track now. See if she just takes a little more time here. It's cutting across. Oh, not quite the thick hit.
How much does power come into this?
Quite a bit, but accuracy is really the key. If that ball is a little more to the right, that left corner will go. We've seen Traudi get strikes with that ball. Oh. That's her 3rd corner that she's missed now, and they've proven a little expensive for her. Back in the 2nd, she picked up a frame, but that was because Denise had only got an 8 on her head pin, but I don't think Denise is going to give her that many more breaks.
now Denise Cardinal, who is in command here, having won 3 frames and $300.
She's thrown 2 good strike balls the last 2 times out. If she throws another one here, it'll be worth another 100. A little bit thin. Got 2 shots now at the right corner. If she gets it on this next ball, she'll win. If she gets it on her 3rd ball, she'll cause the frame to carry over. The ball just comes in light. Watch it move across and goes behind the 2-pin. Leaves it standing there rock solid. She's got it with this one.
There. Another frame for Denise Cardinal. And she's given Traudi Hesp something to think about for frame number 6.
She goes nicely into the shot again, stretches right through. She's in a well-balanced position. The ball hits with good momentum on it and drills him to the back. Traudi's still hitting a little bit high, leaving that left corner. She doesn't have as much power as Denise's ball does. She's got to hit a little more in the right pocket. That's her 4th left corner now, and it cost her another $100 on that frame.
So the spare for Traudi Hesp, but again, Denise Cardinal's won 5 frames and $500. Traudi Hesp is running out of frames in which to get caught up.
Made a little adjustment maybe. She's wide on the other side now, and got to have this spare. She's falling too far back in pinfall unless she starts striking and sparing now. This has got to be the start of it, the spare here.
That's better.
Well, Denise could decide it on this ball. She could get her 6th frame, and that would advance her to the quarterfinals, and they'll play for $200 a frame there. But this one's worth 100.
Oh, she's really on a roll now. Another strike.
Good stuff on that ball. She really strokes it well, reaches right up. The ball's going to hit a little bit high on the left side, but look at it carry into the pins. Think she wants it? Yeah, it's there.
Got 4 of the 5 that time.
Threw a good ball, left the left corner. But she's going to be advancing. It's just a question of how much more money she can steal away from Traudi.
$600 and counting.
Bad ball there. She just drilled it in the lane. You could hear it bounce a little bit, pulled it right across her body. I was going to have to try for the 15 here with this 2-pin count if she picks it up on her 3rd ball.
She averaged 258 in the local qualifying, 263 in the provincials. She's on course to do just about as well in this match, and she is going to go on to the semifinals. Traudi Hesp, a little too late, I'm afraid, but a good shot nonetheless.
She gets $100 for that shot, though. And there's $200 still left for grabs, so she can pick it up right here. Get one more on the 9th with a strike. She's on the left side again. Good-looking shot.
Found the touch just a little too late.
Well, she's hitting left side now. Before, all those balls were on the right, and she was leaving the left corner. Now she's hitting left side, and she's covering them.
Denise Cardinal's won $600. Traudi Hesp has won $200. Denise Cardinal, 8th frame.
Just gave Traudi another $100. Generous in victory. Don't count on it.
This is easier than the lottery.
Sneaks the spare. She'll lead off the 10th frame now. This is where the pin count comes into play. Bowler bowls the best pin count in frame 10 on the count of their 3 balls has $100 to win. Should they both tie in pin count on this frame, they'll split the $150 apiece.
That's how it's done.
15 points plus the count of the next 2 balls. She can roll a 287 game here should she strike out. That's number 2. And that 287 would put her right up at the top of the ladder just about for one of the highest games ever rolled on our series. Not to be. She counts 35 points in the last frame, and she's going to roll a 277 game. Now, Traudi must score 35 points or better. 35 will give her a split. She needs the first 2 strikes. First ball, this is the important one. We're on the right side. She got a break that time.
Did she ever?
A little bit thinner on that right side, and the pins just kick over there instead of burying behind. She needs the second strike now. I have a shot at Denise for that last $100. Here it comes. It's tracking over again. She's got it. She's not going down easy. That's her 4th strike in a row coming home here. She needs at least 5 points to split the frame. Anything more than 5 on this ball will give her the victory in the 10th frame. For $100, here it comes. She got enough. She rolled a 268 game.
Not bad, but not quite good enough. She'll make a few dollars, but it will be Denise Cardinal who will move on to the semifinals.
Denise just goes right into the shot. This is great form. She reaches up, throwing a really strong ball. Hits nice on the left side and just buries them. All 5 pins out the back door. She knows that it's there. Confident. Just let it go. They'll fall.
There's the winner. Denise Cardinal moves on to the semifinals of the 1989 Pins Game from the Stellar Bowl in Newmarket, Ontario. Denise Cardinal wins $600. Traudi Hesp in the runner-up spot won 4 frames and $400. But Denise Cardinal gets a chance to play for some more money on the Pins Game. Nice job.
Well, I was thinking here that if I could put a little more pressure on her with that double, then, you know, it might really wrap things up, and it worked.
This is a great way to earn a living, isn't it? I mean, $900 in 2 games. You bowled very well so far.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts about moving on now? You like the form that you're showing and the way that you're bowling in the series?
Other than a few of those bounces, I think that everything went well, but I'm excited about going on.
Congratulations. The best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, Denise Cardinal, our first winner and the first semifinalist to be declared on the Pins Game, 5-pin competition for ladies. Well, Greg, she has really set a good standard. A 277 score in the last game was an excellent score indeed.
It certainly was. It was one of the highest games that we've had bowled. We've had a couple higher, but under this kind of format, you don't generally see high scores a lot of the time. You see the person trying to react what the other person has thrown at them. And she threw the strike that time to force the pressure on.
It really sets up the point that you have to get the strike on the first ball to really set the tone for the match.
It does prove that you have to sit there and try to set the tempo up so that the other person has to respond to it. But we've also seen that it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be out of it if you don't throw that first ball in there. The 15 on a head pin or something has proved it can win frames. All right, our first semifinalist has been determined. It is 23-year-old Denise Cardinal from Sudbury, Ontario.